Welcome back to WagerTalk.com. We're going to take a look at a college football game as we've got Auburn at Arkansas. This is going to be my best bet, so I'm going to kick it to you first, Brian. You're looking at this one. Auburn coming off a gut-wrenching loss. They had the game under control, leading by 20 against LSU. We just talked about this game in the previous video last week with LSU. How do they react now? That's their second loss of the season. They were still in good shape with only one loss, because that one loss was to Clemson, which was a good-looking loss, 14-6. But now with two losses on their slate, how do they move forward?
Yeah, actually, they haven't done very well with Malzahn at coach off a loss, 5-10 against the spread off of a loss. But I want no part of Arkansas, where they've given up 139 points in 3 SEC games. And last time they played here at Fayetteville, they beat Auburn in 4 overtimes. So Auburn's going to remember that if any of those kids are still around. But yeah, you would think that this would be a blowout situation for Auburn here against Arkansas, because Arkansas's had quarterback problems, and they're just getting run upon and run upon. They can't stop anybody. If Auburn is in this game to win it and they're focused, I see this as a one-sided game.
Preston, how do you see this one?
Yeah, I think the number is pretty good. I think it's 15.5. My number is 15 for the game. I'm very intrigued to see how they respond. So people listening probably remember that I do have Auburn futures. And I'm curious, I mean, they're a 2-loss team. Their losses are to Clemson and road LSU, which isn't a great loss, especially when they were up in the game. But think about this. They still have Georgia. They have 2 top 3 teams left on their schedule in Georgia and Alabama. And if they win those 2, they'll actually go to the SEC title game and play Georgia again. And maybe at the time, Georgia will be ranked 5th. So they still could get 3 top 5 wins on their resume, despite 2 losses in the last being to Clemson and a road LSU. They're not actually dead. So I think this game is really important. They need to show that they're focused. And if it isn't one-sided, then I'd be worried, as far as the future of Auburn's season goes.
Well, this is my video best bet, and I'm not going with the game, guys. I'm going to go with the total. And the reason I'm not going to go with the game is I agree with you guys. The line's about where it should be. I'm just not comfortable laying over the full 2 touchdowns with them because of the situation in case they do come out flat. But what I am looking at is this Arkansas defense has not been able to stop anybody. And I think that even a lackluster Auburn team is going to be able to put up points this week on Arkansas. So my question is, can Arkansas get me 17 points? Because I think that Auburn's going to hit the 40 mark. If I can get 17 out of Arkansas, I'm going to hit this total, and that's the way I'm going to go with it. I think that it'll be a situation where Arkansas, they've got nothing to lose. The season's just unraveled for them. If they get into some situations in a game where maybe it's a 4th and 2, instead of punting the ball, you go for it, which is fine for me, because either way, it works to my advantage. Either you keep the drive going or the other team gets a better field position. I like Auburn over the total. I'll lay it. Get it now. I think this will go up. We get closer to game time as most totals go, especially in the SEC and on TV, which seems like every SEC game's on TV somewhere. So I'm taking over the total for my best bet this week. And guys, if you want to save $10 this week at WagerTalk, use coupon code GET10. That's the coupon code GET in the number 10, and you're going to get $10 off any package this weekend. That coupon will be live through midnight Sunday. Use it one time on any package of your choice. We'll be back with more here at WagerTalk.com.